welcome back. Thank you for joining us. I'm sitting here with Phil Ade. How are you doing?
I'm all right. Feel good to be here. Good to see you.
You too. So tell me, how'd you get started in all this, and how'd you get started in rapping? How long you been doing this?
Rapping. Well, I rap and sing.
Well, that's true. You're
Yeah.
multi-talented.
I've been singing basically all my life. Like
Okay.
growing up, my mother's family, they're real singers. My uncle sing, my brother sing. Everybody
wow.
in my family sings. My dad was even in a group back in college.
Oh,
so I've
cool.
always been singing. But rap was something I picked up in high school.
Oh.
Just from watching my friends, rapping. I was always a fan of hip hop, but it was just like it didn't come down to earth for me until I saw my friends do it, and I could say, hey, and I finally said, let me try it for myself. So that's how I got into that.
When you started that, who were some of your influences that you sort of looked at and said, was there anyone that you looked at and said, hey, this is sort of who I want to be at? Did you sort of, maybe motion yourself after artists or?
It was a group of artists. It was all the artists that I liked. I listened to a lot of Jay-Z, Kanye West, Lupe Fiasco. Those are kind of the artists that I listened to, and I kind of molded my style after.
So you started out, well, I guess the connect to getting to where you are is you were in college, and your neighbor.
Yeah, the guy that stayed next to me.
Yeah, who's my little brother.
Man, it's a funny story. Yeah.
So how did that all happen?
Well, I attended a college in Huntsville, Alabama, Oakwood University.
Okay.
I was there one semester, and I wasn't even sure if I wanted to go there or not until the day before when I finally left and went over there.
Okay.
And while I was there, I did a lot of rapping, a lot of making music. I even joined a go-go band.
Oh, wow.
With some guys from up in D.C. From back home, and while I was there, I used to be in my dorm room. I used to go to I had some friends from back home who stayed in the room next to mine, the suite next to mine, and I used to go in there until late hours of the night and just rap. And just freestyle until 4 a.m. Now I wake up and go to class the next morning. But what happened? How I got connected with everything I'm doing now is a friend I met there, Timothy Richards.
Who's my little brother.
You know him very well.
Yeah.
He took notice, and he told his brother, who he hadn't been in contact with for some time,
right,
a long while. So it just seemed like stars had aligned for me because he hadn't talked to his brother for so long, and as soon as he had met me, he told his brother about me.
Wow.
When I came back home.
So Timothy told my brother, and then he introduced you to
Raheem DeVaughn.
To Raheem, and it's sort of been
history from there.
Straight from there. So it's probably 0 to 60, huh?
Yeah. Everything happened quickly.
So let's talk about your first CD, starting JV.
Starting on JV.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about that and sort of what was your inspiration behind that quickly.
That's my first project. That's like real dear to me because it's like my first collective. You know what I'm saying? It's the first thing I call my own. Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, it's a compilation of songs. It's kind of like a mixed album. There's a lot of original tracks. I probably did like a couple mixtape tracks, tracks from other people, but it's just basically it's just me showing off my talent and what I could do. So it's not really a real flow to it, but it's just a collection of really good songs.
All your ideas to sort of put together.
Yeah, it's a little bit of everything. In there. Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about your new CD coming out, which is
it's called The Letterman.
The Letterman. When is that coming out?
We don't have a set date on it yet, but it's supposed to come sometime either in late April or early May.
Okay, and I know that you're now signed to Raheem DeVaughn
368 Music Group.
368 Music Group. So how's that experience been? Just sort of.
Oh man, it's great.
Working with Raheem.
Yeah, it's lovely, man. it's once again it's something that's just on the rise.
Okay.
And I'm the artist on the rise, so it's kind of like a family setting. We're all coming up together and we're all trying to make this work. So it's been a real good experience.
I can imagine because you're out there one minute, you're in a dorm room, and the next minute you're in front of,
1,000 plus.
Yeah, 1,000 plus people. I mean, that must be definitely sort of surreal for you.
Yeah, it is, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing too. It's a real blessing because a lot of people haven't had it like I've had it. So
right.
It's something that you can't take for granted. You gotta pray and work hard
Absolutely. I
Work
think,
hard at.
I mean, with just sort of following your dream, it's definitely important to, you know, stay that focused and stay focused and be able to just, you know, every day you do something towards your dream. So it's really important. So I'm definitely, so where can we find your music before we go?
368musicgroup.com. That's where you can get Starting on JV.
Okay.
And when the next one comes out, it will be up there too. You can also, I release
You do
tracks
Twitter,
here and there.
you do all
I have
that.
a Twitter account. I mean, that's
Facebook.
That's the new thing now, Twitter.
Everyone's Twittering, that's true.
My Twitter is PhilAde301. That's PhilAde 301.
All right, cool.
Find me on there.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll be back.